Hey guys, it's Shaly.
Hello and welcome. This is Dah Sol.
And this is another episode of Let's Play FFBE.
FFBE,
yes.
yeah.
Time to get down. Time to get down.
I'm not sure if I'm anticipating this corner or I'm afraid of this corner because today we're going to fight another very strong enemy.
Of course, I mean, this is what this segment is about. We fight strong enemies. That is what we do because the people like watching us suffer. So this is for you guys who enjoy watching us, struggle like everybody else. But we do struggle because it's not, a walk in the park to say the very least. And just because we work closely with the game, that doesn't mean that we are immune to these bosses' effects or anything. Exactly. So we go through it just like you guys do. And today we are taking on one of the most recent. Yep. Really difficult bosses that just came out in FFBE Global.
The new 10-man battle Sheratan Chamber of Arms.
Yes.
We are going to go in with a 10-man full team, and we'll try to beat the boss as well as possible. And if we do win, as usual, one rare summon ticket for all you guys.
Yes, so make sure to cheer us on so that way we can get you guys that summon ticket. And just, to support your community, because we're part of the community as well. And we like to feel accomplished by beating these bosses, It makes us feel like we've earned our place.
Yeah, get us some motivation.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure to stick around and watch until the very end to see if we are victorious, and we'll be seeing you in just a few.
Yep. All right, and before we go on to actually tackle Sheratan, I would just like to go over our party. Well, since there's 10 of us, 10 of the units, I'll just briefly go over the units. And so there are a lot of tankers here. Veritas of the Dark, Veritas of the Earth, Word of Light, Cecil, and Snow. Veritas of the Earth is going to be our VIP in this matchup. And
VIP? MVP?
Yeah, MVP.
MVP. Yeah, there you go. Acronyms, who needs them? But.
And he's going to equip him to be as tanky as possible with some MP and petrification nullification with gold armlet as well, because he is going to use a lot of MP and he is going to use provoke most of the time. And the thing about him is that he can use incinerating press every 2 turns for 100% provoke. And he can use earthen ward to get past that pesky every 3 turn earth attack.
Attack. Yes.
And Cecil is going to be our secondary tank, and we got him up to be a bit more tanky, and he has dual cast for the very useful dual cast Kiriga, and he has Mock Song to restore little bits of MP in case he has a free turn.
Okay.
And Awakened Cecil is really amazing. His Sailing Wall and Holy Light make him so much more strong on the defense. Our main attackers for the match is going to be Veritas of the Dark and Exvius Chain. So Exvius fully awakened Divine Ruination chains perfectly with Veritas of the Dark and Orlando. So you should definitely consider those 3 units if you do have them. And Exvius is very expensive to ability awaken, but
yes, I noticed that.
I assure you, it's worth it.
It's worth it. Okay.
unless you're a whale and you have Orlando and Veritas of the Dark.
Right.
And just Veritas of the Dark here, pretty much same as Exvius. The Holy Elemental Chain and Plant Killer to help out with
a little bit more damage.
And the fruits that come out after 49% threshold after transformation are plants as well. So it's going to get in a lot of extra damage. Zagabuff is going to be our support here.
Support, yes.
And he's sort of he's equipped to be tanky and have some amount of MP. Just threw in an auto refresh for just in case he runs out of MP.
Okay.
We really don't want him to run out of MP because he's going to
restore everybody else's
restore
MP.
everybody else's MP.
So if he doesn't have any
Rejuvenate.
MP, he can't do that.
And so Rejuvenate recovers 100% HP and 50% MP, and is one of the more powerful MP recovery skills in the game.
Yeah.
Ayaka, she's going to be our healer, but she'll be on the bench most of the time because the other units will be busy on the front lines, tanking up and debuffing Sheratan.
Right.
So Ayaka can come in every once in a while
when we really need her.
When we
can't
really need her.
like risk having her die on the field because we do need her.
She can support with Kura
Ja?
Ja, which is going to recover pretty much everything.
Yes.
And
As well as full raise.
full raise and re-raise.
Re-raise as well.
Re-raise
Yes.
on a tank is especially powerful, and she has the useful dedication, which recovers a lot of HP and MP for all of the party except
Yes.
for herself, and she is equipped as so. HP, spirit, that's pretty much all that matters at the moment. We have Snow on the bench as well, our emergency tank.
Correct.
In case we really need that tank.
Yes. Or run out of MP with one of our tanks or something like that.
Aria is our secondary healer. Well, I hope we don't have to use Aria because
That's the goal. If possible, we use Ayaka for everything and she never dies and we never have to resort to Aria.
she's emergency button for the emergency button,
Yes.
and I hope it never comes to that. But Aria just equipped to be tanky as well. Lunev,
Star of the show.
He's going to be the star of the show, and what he's going to be is he's going to be the single target nuke at the second phase of the battle. So our strategy is going to be get through the first battle with Exvius and Dark Veritas.
Right.
And at the second phase, when second phase starts, wipe out the fruits one at a time.
It's just
And when only
cruise
Sheratan.
through that last part after the fruits, yeah?
And when the fruits are dead, Sheratan is left alone, we'll chain with Exvius and Veritas of the Dark and try to finish with Lunis. And last but not least, Warrior of Light. We are going to use him as well. He's going to do a lot of things. We are going to mainly use him as a debuffer.
For breaks.
Arms break, arms eraser, and armor eraser is going to be very valuable. Arms eraser on Sheratan and armor eraser on the fruits. All right, and now we are at the battle.
Yup. It is time to actually take on the true Sheratan, not the one that gives you the replica of the one, but the one that's actually holding the powerful one. So we're going to hopefully beat her here.
Yeah.
So we can claim those delicious prizes. And as you can see, yeah, Dah Sol is taking the shots today. I'm just here for moral support. I believe in you. I know you can do this. So we are starting here with Sheratan on the first phase.
Yeah.
Right. Here we just have to be very careful of the earth elemental attacks that she's going to be throwing at us every 3 turns, I believe. And then she's also going to be throwing single target attacks, in between those turns, as well as a couple of thresholds attacks from, well, at 80% and 60% as well.
Correct.
That are non-elemental. So you just kind of have to tank through those and hope for the best, because there's not really a way that you can reduce damage much. So shall we get going?
Yeah, I don't feel prepared, but
we're
just
here.
have to,
We're here, so we just gotta keep on trucking.
Veritas, he's going to be our main tank, provoking every 2 turns and getting Cecil to help out with the tanking.
Right.
And
people are gonna be like, why aren't you using Warrior of Light for tanking? Because he's the tank of choice. Well, he's actually going to be doing the breaks that we need in this battle, so that's his role in this case. But yes, do continue with Lunith. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
And Lunith, I'm going to use. Well, in case you don't know, Awakened Lunith Advance gives an enormous attack boost, and on the next turn, his cut through becomes insanely strong, and I'm going to we'll store that up for the second phase, where I'm going to need a really strong nuke. And Word of Light, Arms Eraser. I should not use the wrong one.
Yes, please don't.
So the reason we're not going to use a Word of Light single tank in this battle because Sheratan's attacks are really, really strong.
Yes.
And
we need major breakage as much as possible. And Warrior of Light is one of those characters that can actually provide that. So.
And we're going to go the 2-tank route just for the safety.
Yep.
And
safety first.
On the second turn, Cecil and Vertus both survived very well.
Okay.
And now we are going to double cast Kuraga.
Yeah, we changed that one. Remember? only the mighty Ayaka has Kuraga now.
Yeah, and
the people's favorite.
The like Vertus of the Earth does wonders here. This Earthen Ward is going to just nullify Sheratan's AoE Earth damage. And
which is really smart, because if you were using another tank, like for example Wilhelm could take a lot of damage, but he doesn't really provide that Earth Elemental buff that Vertus of the Earth can give you. So this is a really smart choice.
And Rejuvenate, I'm just going to use... Zagabas has Rejuvenate, which recovers full HP and 50% MP, and I'm going to use that on Vertus because Vertus is going to run out of mana. MP.
MP. We don't call it mana. I mean, it's been called so many things over the years. Obviously, if you play a lot of RPGs, you've seen it all, right? And so, to this day, we don't really know if MP stands for magic points or mana points. You know, it's out there. It's like tomato, potato, whatever your preference is. You can call it whatever you like.
And now the moment of revelation. I need to see if my Divine Ruination chain skills are
okay, here's where Dah Sol proves his skills. Do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's see.
No!
Oh, it broke. No!
I'm not worthy. Actually, I don't think our attackers are buffed yet. So I'm just going to use Arcadian Light. So
nice.
Just in case this is your first time on the 10-man trials, if you have buffs on your characters and you swap out, those buffs are going to stay in the bench, and turns won't be counted while they're in the bench.
Okay.
So on the first turn, I buffed Lunef and benched him, but the turn he comes out, he's going to be fully buffed and ready to roll out with his skill from Cut Through, buffed as well.
Yeah, so even if you have used, a skill that unlocks another skill, that doesn't mean that you have to restart all over again. You bench him, and then once he comes back, he's just still have that skill enabled for the next turn.
This also applies to LB. If you,
okay, cool.
You can charge LB for very strong skills on the first few turns of the battle.
That Riku re-raise.
And bench it out in case you need that emergency button.
Yeah, that's a very smart strategy, actually. You guys should definitely take advantage of that as much as possible. And just remember that you can only swap before you take any action. It's okay, that's all you got this. I believe in you. But yeah, the moment that you touch any of your characters on the screen, you lose your chance to swap out anyone. So be sure that that's the party that you want to go to with that very turn. Otherwise, you may have to start over from zero.
And right now, we just passed the first threshold, and we're in pretty bad shape. But I think we are okay because none of the characters are dead.
That is definitely a plus.
And let's see. I need to debuff this turn.
Yes, because it is turn 4, so we're gonna need, I believe, Arms Eraser. And let's see. We don't necessarily need Ayaka yet, do we?
I'm sort of torn because
that's a lot of HP gone.
Yeah, Cecil's dual cast Kuraga is definitely not going to fill Vertus, and I really want Vertus to be at full condition.
Yeah.
So let me just swap these two out.
Okay.
And this turn is going to be the
Support turn.
support turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Cecil will go ahead and do dual cast Kyoga.
Okay. What are you gonna have Ayaka do?
I was thinking Kuraja, but I get the feeling that dedication is going to be enough. Because I sort of want MP.
Oh yeah, for Veritas
well.
of the Earth. Yeah, it's looking pretty low there. All
So-
right, because I was gonna say like one Kiraja from Ayaka and all the HP will be back. So we
Yeah, that is true
could
as well.
have used Cecil for something else, but you know, restoring MP is also very important. And I think out of that roster that we have on the field right now, Ayaka is the only one who can do that for the entirety of the party.
Yeah.
I mean, Warrior of Light with his counter can always like heal his own HP and MP, but he's kind of selfish, you know, it's only for himself. But he deserves it because he takes most of the damage most of the time, so you know, cut the guy a break. Okay, so we have made it past the dreaded 49%. That leads us into phase 2 of Sheratan's battle, where the 2 fruits spawn, you know, from its little branches or whatever. I don't know if you can call those fruits. They look like dead pumpkins or raisins or something like that. But here, what we're going to try to do is, first of all, break the 2 fruits, their defense, so that we can wipe them out as soon as possible, because if we do not, these fruits can cause a lot of damage, especially if you leave them alive for about 5 turns. They will wipe out your party. So Da here is going to try to one-shot this fruit, and it looks like he made it. Yes, so that's 1 fruit down. And then we still have the other one to go. We're going to take care of that one hopefully in the next turn. Let's see what we can do here.
So I think Cecil won't need a heal because he has his abilities awakened, and Veritas of the Earth, he also has Provoke. So what I'm going to do is use Veritas's LB and get Cecil to just
guard.
just
Lay low.
Lay low.
Lay low. All right.
All right, Cecil, you can make it. You can make it. You can.
We believe in you, Cecil. Oh, he did. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, you should be ashamed, those of you who put Cecil on the bench for Wall. He still works. He still does his job.
So I want to swap out a few units. Well, first of all, I'm going to swap out Veritas of the Earth because he doesn't have any MP, and I really want MP.
Right.
And Snow, go ahead and Provoke, and
So Snow is our emergency tank at this point.
and Cecil can use. Well, give me a minute.
You're gonna reacquaint yourself here.
I was just wondering if Agres has enough MP, and it seems Agres doesn't.
I don't think so, because I think her Divine Ruination is like 35 MP-ish or something like that.
It's 45 and.
Oh, it's 45 now because it's enhanced to
So
level 2, so my bad. So it's as strong as Orlando's, basically.
I need Ayaka to be. Give me a minute. I sort of need to think about this.
Yeah. Well, you can always bring Zarg and kind of do that elixir thing, as long as we don't need somebody on the field at this point in time. But who can we trade out without jeopardizing the whole operation is always the big
very true.
question when you do the 10-man challenge.
I'm going to get Ayaka to do the emergency AoE heal plus
plus MP.
and Veritas can do Incendiary Press here, and
Okay, so you brought Veritas of the Earth back, even though he didn't have any MP. Now Ayaka has given him some, so hopefully that covers us.
And all right, let's see if I can get through this.
I believe in
one.
you. I believe in you. Please get rid of this fruit in 1 turn. You can do it.
Veritas, help out.
Ah,
5%.
It broke. Oh no. Let's see. Hold on. I believe.
So
Okay, well this is gonna get tricky because any KO unit that you swap out and put into the bench, you cannot bring them back onto the field. You have to revive them before you bring them back, otherwise they just become unusable. So you have to be very careful with who you choose to leave behind forever, basically. So, let's see.
So, I need Zagabov to... I need Zagabov in because
For his rejuvenate
needs to heal Ayaka, and Ayaka needs to give MP to the
everybody
attackers.
else. Okay.
Let's hope Snow can sort of carry us.
Okay. Come on, Snow.
Well, actually, Snow has innate some amount of innate provoke.
Yes, it does.
And I'm going to pray TM that he
puts that to use in the next turn. Let's hope so.
And I have summoned Golem here for the extra help.
Extra mitigation, hopefully.
And Ayaka is going to use dedication and
Bring some of that MP back. All right. So with this, the first should be able to go, yeah?
yeah.
The problem is taking Sheratan out after that, because we're gonna need MP for that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You think one hit from one of the units should be enough?
Yeah. Actually, Sheratan. I think Sheratan is low. Doesn't have any more MP, but the fruits do have MP. And
Okay, so you could potentially drain or osmose the fruit.
Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, let's hope for the best. I believe in you, Dah. No! Oh, okay. Oh my god, that almost gave me a heart attack. I was like, if it gets to 1%, that would be so trolly. Like, please don't. Not at this stage.
No,
Not at this point. Okay, well, if Ayaka is out, that's not good, is it?
No, it is not.
But, I mean, luckily we do have an emergency healer. It's in stock. But, Ayaka has taken the title of best white mage in the game at this point in time. So, it would have been preferable to keep her around.
So, we really need, let's see. We really need, Agrias alive. And
we need her with enough, she has MP. Okay, so she's good MP-wise. But I believe your finishing move here is you're gonna attempt to take out Sheratan.
With, Agrias and Dark Veritas chain plus, Luna's nuke. And to prepare for that turn, I'm going to get Arya to Miracle of Rebirth Agrias.
Okay.
And since the break is down, I need Veritas of the Dark to do break.
Okay.
Impact on
Sheratan.
And I need Zagabov to heal himself, and Word of Light will break presence. And hopefully, tank it for the team.
Yes. We believe in you. Wall.
Zagabov, I'm not sure if I should rejuvenate himself or do Word of Law, which is going to provide damage reduction.
That is a really good question. I think everybody looks good MP-wise. If we do Word of Law, chances are we might lose Sargavath.
Yeah.
But do we need him for anything else?
We don't really need him. Well, that's.
I mean, that's relative.
That's a hard statement, but we can survive without. Please live.
Okay.
Right.
Miracles do happen. Miracles do happen.
So now we're we only need to nuke here, and Lunef is just ready to slay this Sheratan.
Slay,
and
as I like to say.
I am
very annoyingly.
I'm going to use Berserk Crest on Lunef for the extra punches.
Okay. Good.
And I'm going to chain with these two guys.
And this chain does have to happen. Yeah. If we don't chain them all.
The real nuke is going to be Lunef, so it won't matter as much as long as Lunef gets it in within the chain.
Okay.
And
so everything is riding on Lunef right now.
So I'm just swapping out units for the sake of my sanity.
Do whatever helps you. You know, we all have like different little things that we like to do when we're doing trials that helps us to like calm down.
Here we go.
So let's see. Okay. I'm like holding my breath. Oh! That Sol has done it! The legend! The legend! Yes, that's what I'm talking about! Yeah. That's Sol with the win! Good job!
Lunef Python like carried that.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
Yes, he is. I unfortunately don't have Lunef, so I can't really attest to like the greatness of his abilities most of the time, but today I have seen what he can do, and it's amazing. It's glorious.
And let's see what Sheratan has to say for us.
Yeah.
For someone to hold more hatred and anger than me, I was so...
But you know, you got that and you got the Holy One. Amazing job,
Can you see this Holy Wand?
Yes.
128 spirit and holy and dual white magic.
Nice. Very useful.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is the perfect like weapon for somebody like Ayaka who needs lots of spirit in order to work. And I mean, she already has dual white magic, so I guess she wouldn't need that part.
The good thing is you can put this on like Refia or like Ruruka, and it's going to be like so OP.
Exactly.
All right.
You did it! I'm so proud of you. This is amazing.
I was so not. I was ready to be wiped out at those last few turns.
No.
But Warrior of Light, Snow, and Veritas of Earth, they sacrificed
their lives for us to be victorious. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
you guys, and thank you, Dah, for getting us that rare 7 ticket.
Rare 7 ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was the challenge for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching us. I think we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think this was one of the better ones, to be honest.
Yeah, there were like very tense moments, but it was like,
indeed.
And
you did it. It's amazing.
And that would be all for today's video, but hopefully within the year, next month.
We'll be taking on Marlboro and Aigayan. Just cool your jets. We hear you. We are gonna do it. But Sheratan is like the brand new hot thing, so we thought we should take that out first before we, revisit Aigayan and Marlboro.
All right, and in that case, do leave us your comments or your thoughts below, and I think we will be meeting you next month.
Yeah, hopefully so, with either Aigayan or Marlboro, whatever comes our way. And hope to hear from you guys soon, and we'll see you later.
Thank
Bye.
you.